All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang gabi to Philippines and mabuhay. Good morning and good afternoon to all over the world. So this is Jay hosting the live interview with Miss Philippines Earth 2020 candidate all the way from Carrascal. So ayan. So napanood nyo kanina siguro yung interview ko kay Miss Iloilo City. Ayan. So ngayon naman kay Miss Carrascal, Surigao del Sur naman tayo. Ayan. Let's get to know more about her pageant journey sa Miss Philippines Earth 2021. Ayan. So hindi ko napapatagalin. Let us introduce. I will now introduce to you one of our guests for this live session. So she is a magna cum laude graduate who topped the pharmacist licensure exam in 2018, and also currently an academic scholar at the University of Santo Tomas. Wow. She has a string of pageant titles to her name, including Miss Mandaue 2016, first runner-up, Miss Silka Cebu, first runner-up, Hias Nan Carrascal 2019, Miss World Philippines 2019 semi-finalist, and Miss Bikini Philippines 2019. She is also a YouTuber. Ayan. And the national director of Miss Fit Philippines 2020. So this fitness and environment enthusiast is representing the municipality of Carrascal, Surigao del Sur as she competes for the Miss Philippines Earth 2021 crown. So let us all welcome here at Pageant Trend, Louise Theunis of Carrascal, Surigao del Sur.
Hello
Hi, dear.
po. Hi, good evening and good morning to all over the world.
Ayan. So, good evening here in the Philippines and welcome to Pageant Trend. Ayan. So, how have you been doing for this past week?
Been super busy with all the video and photo shoots for the Miss Philippines Earth requirements. Just day in and day out, every day.
All right. So before we start our live session, let me inform you that we are also live at our YouTube channel, Pageant Trend. So if you're new to our channel, don't hesitate to click the subscribe and also click the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever we have new uploaded videos and, of course, an interview like this. Ayan. So if you are also new to our Facebook page, don't hesitate to click the like and follow us also at our Instagram, ayan, Pageant Trend. So if you have questions to our guests for tonight's live session, don't hesitate to comment down below. And later on, we will be reading it, of course. And Miss Theunis will try to answer as much as she can. Okay? All right. So welcome to Pageant Trend, guys. Don't forget to share our live session so that we can have more viewers to come. Yan. And magkwentuhan tayo. And let's talk about Earth, diba? Okay. So, Miss Louise, ayan. So, how was your preparation for this upcoming Miss Philippines Earth 2021?
Well, to be honest, I really wasn't prepared for how difficult this actually is. It's my first time joining a virtual pageant. So there's so much going on that I didn't think would be happening. It's really a struggle, I think, for all of the girls, like for the gastos and then the timing, and dami naming deadlines, one after the other. But I'm happy to say, like, I think I'm with the right people who are really helping me. And aside from that, of course, I'm doing my own part by staying healthy, staying fit, and keeping my skin glowing.
Correct. Ayun. Ayun. So, I'm just curious about your surname. Do you have foreign blood?
Opo, I'm half Belgian. My father is Belgian.
Wow, kaya pala ang ganda-ganda ni Miss Louise. Ayan. So, let's talk about for the screening of Miss Philippines Earth. I believe this is your first time na magpa-screen via online, 'di ba? Virtual screening. Mm. So how was it?
Well, it was interesting. I actually thought that because I read the application form and I actually thought that we had to go physically there to be screened. But then it was virtual, and on top of it, it was live. So sobrang nakaka-pressure. And of course, we had all of the media there. And
Mm.
yun lang, as in, nagulat lang ako na live siya. So sobrang na-pressure ako. But I think I did well. And I'm here, an official candidate.
Correct. Actually, ang galing-galing mo that time, 'di ba? I was also one of the
Oo.
judge.
Opo, I remember. Thank you po,
Ayan.
sir.
So, ayun. Now that nangyari na yung meet the press, 'di ba? So, you've met the other girls or the other candidates via virtual. So, what do you think is your edge among them?
Well, to be honest, I've been working with Carrascal since before the pandemic. I've been working with my municipality, and I've just been doing my best to help them improve in every sector. But I think, since environment was closest to my heart, yun talaga yung na-push ko yung mga ordinances sa municipality ko. So I think if there's one edge that I could name for on my part would be my integrity and my authenticity with this passion for the environment. Because before I even had plans of joining Miss Philippines Earth, and I think way after this pageant, I will still continue to push for my advocacy and to continue to push the eco movement here in the Philippines.
All right. So you have mentioned that you've joined a lot of pageants and ayun nga, especially that you are the national director of Miss Fit Philippines 2020. So what made you decide to join the Miss Philippines Earth?
Well, during the pandemic, I feel like everything kind of slowed down. I'm pretty sure you felt that too, Sir Jay, di
Mm,
ba?
mm-mm,
Parang nag-stop lang yung buong mundo mo. And me being me, sobrang nawala ako. Because like, I love being busy. I love being so productive and doing like a million things in a day. Pero nung pandemic yun nga, parang you couldn't do anything. So I I kind of slowed down as well. While the world slowed down, I slowed down as well, and I took some time to look back at what I really want in life. And then I remembered, alam mo yung mga childhood dreams mo na
mm-mm.
ako, yung childhood dream ko was to be an environmentalist or to be a veterinarian. Pero it didn't work out in college and in life. But then I realized, you know what? I am passionate about the environment. I am passionate about basically doing something good for this world. Tapos, hindi ko din naisip yung Miss Philippines Earth, pero sila Tito Raj and Mami Leo and Mami Bri, they were like, hey, I know you're very environmentally inclined, so I think this is the pageant for you. So I one thing led to another, and I'm here.
Wow, ang galing-galing naman. So, let's talk about being the national director. So ilang taon na nga ba si Luis?
22.
Oh, sa 22, so napakabata mo pa to become the national director of one of the national pageant, right? So how does it feel to become the national director?
Well, it was an honor and it was a privilege. Me and my friends in the Pro Media company, we are all very passionate about fitness, and so we decided to try a little project during the pandemic since it's very difficult to stay fit during the pandemic, diba? Stress eating and then walang gym. So we decided, we're all passionate about fitness. Why don't we bring fitness to a level where we can inspire a lot of other people? And so we decided to do it through pageantry. And yeah, it was an awesome feeling to be able to do that. And it was a really new experience to not be a candidate, to be
Mhm.
looking after the candidates. And it was really fun kasi parang na-feel ko yung ako yung nanay nila. Parang ako yung big ate na looking after everybody.
So that time, 'di ba, as a national director, ano yung mga nilo-look up to mo sa mga candidates or ine-expect mo?
Well, I expected them to be authentic with their passion for fitness. And during a lot of the talks with the candidates, I always try to observe who was really real and honest about how they exercise and how they keep their diet and nutrition, and who was really willing to take it to a higher level and to influence people in their circle and outside of their circle. So parang siguro yun talaga yung hinahanap ko,
Mm.
yung authenticity ng candidate.
Correct. That's the most important talaga kapag nagpapatayo ka ng or nag-organize ka ng pageant, dapat authentic ka or authenticity yung one of the major or
Opo.
priority na hinahanap mo, 'di ba? Okay, so my next question for you is, who is the most influential person in your life?
Oh, that's a tough question. That's a really tough question because I think I look up to a lot of people for different reasons naman. I guess for now, I would have to say my mom. Maybe it's cliche, but she really influences my decisions and basically my day-to-day life because I love her very much, of course.
Mm-mm.
And I just I want to make her as proud as proud as she can be of me. I want to be her to be happy for me, and of course also my father. So yun.
All right. So, next question ko sa'yo. Who is that one influential person you want to meet? Let us say sa isang sa Miss Philippines Queen, Miss Philippines Earth Queen. Sino yung gusto mong
Mhm.
ma-meet and what do you want to learn from her?
Actually, I want to meet Roxy.
Mhm.
Um, it's because I feel like we have so much in common. Kasi alam mo yung napapansin ko during her talks or when she's being interviewed, medyo napansin ko na she's kind of bubbly and parang nakaka-relate ako sa personality niya. And yun lang, I feel like she's also very authentic about her passion for the environment. So I just hope I can learn more from her about the organizations that she joined in the Philippines and what programs she put up so that I can perhaps continue to do her efforts and maybe even do more.
Okay. Okay, next question ko naman sa'yo. I believe that you are not new to this pageantry world, diba? So you've joined a lot of pageants and you experience you experience ups and downs, challenges. So how is Louis respond to those criticisms or to those bashers?
Um, well, negativity is everywhere talaga, ano.
Mm-mm.
So I guess the thing with me is that I'm always a positive person. I've been told na I'm too positive. Alam mo yung there's
Mm-mm.
somebody being a bad driver in traffic and I'm just like, you know what? Let's forgive him because maybe he's just having a bad day. Maybe he's stressed. Parang ganun, I try to see the good in everything and everywhere I go. So a lot of the time, the negativity doesn't really get to me because I'm just like I have like a optimistic shield around me. Yeah, but sometimes of course, paminsan may mga comments talaga na, ouch, why did you say that? But I just accept it and move on.
All right. So, if given a chance to win the Miss Philippines Earth 2021, what is the first thing you will do?
Oh my gosh. I if given the chance, I would be so excited because I'm really trying my best to work with the municipalities, to work with the governments first, because I understand the individual level how difficult it is to act on our own when the rest of the community isn't doing anything. So I want to work with authorities so that we can coordinate the environmental efforts that we are doing so that we can put a proper system in place, not just yung mga temporary band-aid solutions, a system that will continue to thrive and continue to have good environmental impact.
All right. So since you are from Surigao del Sur, Carrascal, Surigao del Sur, what can Carrascal offer to the um, Miss Philippines Earth?
Honestly, so much. I'm not even exaggerating because I work closely with the staff and they have been putting in their efforts, environmental efforts, and also for efforts for other sectors of the municipality improvements. They have been putting in their efforts talaga since 2010 pa. So they have been really pushing for the eco movement in Carrascal. And so I feel like they're starting to pioneer and they're starting to pilot test certain systems in their barangays. Like, for example, right now they're pilot testing solid waste management, a sort of strategy in one barangay. And the thing is that they're doing this so smartly, hindi lang yung, okay, ito na yung sistema, i-establish na natin. They're testing it out to see what works best. And so that will really help us. These studies will really help us when implementing these strategies on a national level. That's a big thing.
Okay. So when did you realize that you really love our Mother Earth?
Oh, I think it's been a long time. I think I basically grew up like that because I grew up in the province. So, alam mo naman yung province, simpleng buhay lang, you have so many pets, ang daming farms, ang daming beaches, and so on. And then, in my family, especially my parents, we kind of were raised with environmentally friendly habits because I really don't know, but my parents just raised us that way. And so, like, ever since talaga, I remember when I was, I think, just 8 years old, I'm watching Discovery Channel, I'm watching National Geographic about all of this environmental stuff. And I basically loved the environment ever since. And when I got to the city, it kind of made me realize how bad things are getting, especially these days, especially during the pandemic. Things got worse. So, yun lang. I'm just hoping my love for the environment will fuel something bigger.
All right. What is your philosophy or value that you hold dearest in life?
A philosophy that I hold dearest in life. I don't want to be cheesy, but it's to be kind. You never know what your kindness can bring to another person. You never know what a simple smile to a person who's not even like, it doesn't have to be a celebrity that you smile at. You can smile at a person crossing the road and you don't know they're having such a bad day, and your smile can make their day so much better. So be kind in everything you do because that creates kind of a better world in some sense, because people will receive that kindness and you can just hope that they will pass it forward.
All right. So now that you are the public figure, how does it feel that you have a lot of supporters? Whenever you join from different pageants, how does it feel?
I honestly don't think I'm a public figure, Sir Jay. I don't think I'm that famous. But it does really feel nice to have a lot of supporters, especially when I visited Carrascal,
Mhm.
and I got more friends, and I met new people, and then we have this little group where the Carrascalanos are saying, go Luis, kaya mo yan, and then they're voting for me. It's so uplifting, and with the struggles that you go through, especially with this virtual pageant, it really pushes you and motivates you to just do a bit better next time.
Correct. Laban lang, 'di ba?
Laban lang.
Mm. Okay, next question. If God should grant you one wish, what would it be?
If God should grant me one wish, oh my gosh, ang hirap ng mga questions mo ha. If God should grant me one wish, what would it be? I think it would be for better trust and respect among people,
Mhm.
because I think a lot of the problems in our world, including environmental problems, economical problems, whatever, they all reside, or they all lie in societal behavior. It's because there's so much self-interest, and there's so much competition, there's so much hiding from each other or trying to pull others down, that there's not enough progress, there's not enough trust, there's not enough positive relationships between people. And with trust and respect between people, including people in the government, including the relationship between the government and the citizens, we can do so much more.
All right. Thank you so much. By the way, guys, if you have questions to Miss Louise, don't hesitate to comment down below and later on, babasahin natin 'yan. Okay, my next question. What is the importance of pageant?
That's diba, that's a difficult question, and a lot of people, I think, don't really see the relevance of pageants that much. But pageants have transformed since they first started, diba? Before,
Mm-mm.
more on beauty, beauty, sexy,
Mm,
sexy,
yeah.
ganun lang. But now, I think almost all of the pageants are representing girls with substance, with brains, with almost with amazing speaking skills, and they always have something to share. So I look at pageants as an important platform for girls to achieve their dreams, for girls to speak about their passion, for girls to influence and inspire other people. Because alam mo naman, di ba, yung mga celebrities, when they join something, it
Mm-mm.
becomes a big thing. So when these pageant candidates bring their passion to the platform of the pageant, it can become a big thing. And most of the time, the things that they bring are really good causes. Like for Miss Philippines Earth, we're all doing environmental causes. And even yung mga binibini and yung Miss World,
Mm.
they all have good purposes.
All right. Okay, ito, next question ko naman. If you had to live your life all over again, ayan, what part of your life would you change?
Oh, ang hirap! Oh my God.
Balikan natin yung mga past experiences sa life.
Oh my gosh. Well, ano kasi Sir Jay, I'm the kind of person who doesn't really hold regrets or remorse or have hard feelings towards anybody or any experience. Kasi, alam mo naman, like,
Mm.
the cliche saying that your experience make you who you are, right?
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. I think I really can't answer that question because
Mm-mm.
I literally wouldn't be here talking to you if my life was any different.
Okay, taray. Okay. Okay, let's have a break muna tayo. So let's have reading from our viewers. Reading comments from our viewers. Ayan. So let's have from Jap and Kalibay. Hi.
Hi. Thank you.
And also I think it's for shout out from Jaira DB.
Hi, Jaira.
And
Ganda naman ng
also,
Prof. P.
true. And also, from RJ Sale Archival, Palabanto.
Dapat lang.
Correct.
Kailangan kong lumaban.
Oo. Ayan. So next, ano tayo, viewer. Let's have Maxwell. She's eloquent.
Thank you. I try my best. Si
And
Sir J nga din, eloquent. Oh, di ba?
oo. And dahil dyan, meron siyang question for you. All right. So here is his question. How Miss Earth excites you while you are on your journey as a candidate?
Miss Earth is actually really innovative with their app, yung ecosystem app.
Mm-mm.
And it also has an Instagram page, yung ecosystem app nila. And it's nice because not only do you get to see the events and the updates and you get to see all of the notifications about what's happening in the pageant, but you also get to win fun prizes. And they have like Sunday crossword and then sometimes magpo-post din sila ng facts like the Philippines, how the Philippines is doing in terms of environment or agricultural facts. So I think that's one way that they really keep me in the pageant mindset. Kasi, yun nga, parang, ang dami kong natututunan, tsaka nakaka-join din ako ng games nila.
Correct. Ayan. So, my next question for you is, what is your favorite part of the competitions, lalo-lalo sa Miss Philippines Earth?
Ooh. I think I have several favorite parts.
Ano
Pero
yun?
hindi pa kasi nagagawa yung lahat ng videos. So I'm really excited for the evening gown videos because I'm excited to see my gown. Syempre, because I have like a designer from Manila who's supporting me, Sister Francis, and I'm also having a designer from Cebu who's supporting me, si Sir Elmer De Venancio. And I'm really excited to see their designs. I think one part I'm extra excited about right now is the cultural outfit. It's being made by Daryl Rojas. Kasi nag-visit kami sa Carrascal and they're in the process of reviving the tribal practices. Parang pinipreserve nila. So, sinastudy nila and everything. So, I got to see their outfits and I got to see their dance. And I'm just so excited to see how it's gonna look on me, yung cultural wear. And then we're gonna make the video and it's just gonna be so fun.
All right. So, I believe that, ayan, so marami ka ng nasalihan ng mga pageants. Is Louise Theunis needs some training for this pageant?
I think, diba, if it's been a while since you joined the pageant, syempre, you need to go and train again your walk, of course. You need to train your walk always. Especially me, parang hindi ko ginagalaw yung kamay ko pag naglalakad ako. So, dun na, pumupunta ako ng KF camp, sila Tito Rog, nagda-training naman kami. And then, aside from that, since Miss Philippines Earth is really how do you say this? Really by the book or really in depth about environmental issues. So I just need to do a little bit of reading. Yun lang naman.
Okay. What do you think is ano tawag doon? Yung pinaka mo, saan ka doon nagpo-focus sa training mo?
I think more on the reading po. Tsaka yung mahirap sa akin kasi feel ko, in my opinion that's why I was kind of scared to join this virtual pageant is hindi talaga ako photogenic. Like, I look way better in person than I do on camera for me. So, yun yung parang nagpa-practice kami or like naghihingi ako ng direction sa mga photographer or videographers like, oh, should I pose like this? Or how should I smile? Or hindi ako marunong mag-pierce and so on. So that's something that I'm actually developing. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm way better now.
Correct. So there's nothing impossible kapag magpa-practice ka, 'di ba?
That's true.
Ayan. So kasi pagdating sa virtual kasi one of your competitor is that the camera, 'di ba? So
Mm-mm.
kailangan marunong ka talagang humarap sa camera because this camera represents audience and also the judges, 'di ba? So
Mm-mm.
dapat marunong kang humarap sa camera and angle-angle or aura-aura. Yun kasi yung pinaka importante lalo na sa virtual competition. Yun,
Opo.
correct. Napanood mo ba yung performance ni reigning Miss Philippines Earth?
Si Roxy,
Yes, ganon yung
I
niya.
didn't, I didn't watch all of her videos, pero nakita ko yung mga talent video niya, maganda. Tapos
Correct.
yung yung beauty of face, ang galing niya tapos maganda talaga siya. It's like,
Correct.
makeup no
Oo,
makeup, maganda talaga siya.
kahit di man maganda, basta madadala yan sa emote sa camera. Yan. Ganon. Okay, so did you had already your talent competition?
Actually, it's happening right now.
Ah,
Opo.
okay. Ganon. So,
But
paano
since,
yan?
kasi po, creative category ako na talent. And since
Mm-mm.
medyo mahirap kasi, it would be really risky to um, play the piano on live and have difficulties with the audio and the signal and then the camera lighting. So, they allowed me na mag-submit ng video for the talent. Like, since I'm playing the piano,
Correct.
tsaka din kasi yung mga equipment po, yung piano ko talaga, it's in Cebu.
Mm-mm.
So naghiram lang ako ng piano. So nahirapan talaga ako maghiram ng mga piano and equipment. So I really had to do it before today so that I could have a talent video. So ayun, it's actually live now on the Miss Philippines Earth page. And
Mm-mm.
if anybody's watching, to the viewers who are watching this, perhaps you can go and vote me on the ecosystem app for this talent portion.
Correct. Actually, ang hirap ng ang hirap ng talent na ganyan na magpiano, 'di ba? So it's really hard talaga
Ayun
to
lang.
play piano, lalo na pag hindi ka professional. Yun.
That's
So,
true. Actually, even me, nahihirapan ako. Tapos, nahihiya na lang ako sa mga may talent talaga. Because like, I'm doing my best. I just learned by myself, basically.
correct. I also tried to play piano, pero hanggang sa
Huh?
lang, pero nung try lang siya, pero nung parang nawalan ako ng gana. Sabi ko, "Ay
Ay,
ayoko, nakakahiya 'no." Sabi ko, "Ang hirap pala ng ganitong i-try."
hirap nga.
Oo, pero kung talaga, kung ano ba tawag dun, kung porsigido ka talagang matuto, yun, matututo ka din mag-play ng piano, ayan.
Opo, passion ko din siya eh. Like, I really love the sound of piano.
Correct. Okay, so let's have next question for you. Ayan. So let's talk about naman alam kapag sa lahat ng mga nagjo-join na sa Miss Philippines Earth, of course, they should have advocacy. So let us talk about now your advocacy. Yan.
Okay. So my advocacy is to address the problem of plastic pollution at both the individual and the government levels. I wanted to choose an advocacy that was really feasible in the real world, like it's doable. And we can do it not only like on the local level, but we can bring it to the national level and we can bring it to an international level. In fact, it's already happening, diba, internationally.
Mm-mm.
So I just really wanted to push for it in the Philippines because I know that we are capable of doing it. We have the laws that are in place, but we just really need to focus on the enforcement. And aside from the authorities and the government who can help guide the community to be plastic free, individuals, we need to be enlightened and inspired as well. They need to know about these laws and these practices, and they need to know the simple ways that they can be eco-friendly at home.
Correct. Ayun, yun talagang pinaka the most important. Ayun, so yung pag-segregate ng mga waste management and also lalo
Opo.
lang sa mga plastics, 'di ba? Kasi ito
Opo.
talaga yung ano, yung matagal ma-decompose sa earth.
So true. Tsaka kasi sir, it's the Philippines. We're surrounded by water. So if we don't take care of our plastic, saan pa ba itatapon nila, 'di ba? Sa tubig. Eh sino ba yung maa-affect?
Correct. Ayun nga dahil sa tag-ulan na ngayon, ayun, madalas nagkakaroon ng baha. It's because of sa mga
Opo.
plastics, 'di ba, nagkalat.
Opo.
So,
'Di ba? Parang tinatapon lang natin kahit saan, eh bumabalik lang naman sa atin.
correct. If we try to recycle it, of course, mas maganda talaga, makakatulong sa ating Mother Earth, 'di ba?
True.
Yun. So, yung iba ginagawa they put some soil and then plants, they plant ayun, basta nagtatanim sila doon. Tas oo, nilalagay.
Ang daming ways, 'di ba? That you can
Oo,
do it on your own. Ang dami.
correct. And also dapat meron tayong ano ba tawag doon? Proper or strict implementation pagdating sa pagtatapon ng mga plastics, 'di ba? Sa mga
Opo.
highways and drainage, mga ganun.
Yes. Like
Correct.
yung mga no littering, tsaka yung no segregation, no collection. Tapos kahit sa mga palengke, pwede naman gumamit ng instead of plastic bags, pwede gumamit ng mga karatan. Alam
Mm-mm.
nyo, kasi not only can this help address the problem of plastic pollution, but it can also support local businesses. Like yung mga woven baskets, yung mga local na ginagawa na basket, tsaka bag, pwede natin sila i-support.
Correct. Okay, so my next question for you is, how will you use your title to benefit others?
Oh, wait, may title. May title na ba?
Oo, just in case, Miss Philippines 2021, ayan, nanalo ka na. So, how will you use your title to benefit others?
Well, given that it's the Miss Philippines Earth Crown, then of course I will really do my best to push for the environmental advocacy. And the thing about this kind of advocacy, Sir Jay, is that when you help the environment, it helps everybody. It doesn't just help the animals that are living there. It doesn't just help like make the air cleaner just for no reason. All of these things in our environment affect us. So kung tatapon tayo ng plastic sa dagat, tapos kakainin ng isda yung plastic, kakainin natin yung isda, kumakain din tayo ng plastic. So in the end, we're polluting our world, we're being toxic to our world, but we're also being toxic to ourselves. So with the Miss Philippines Earth Crown, hoping that I get it, I can hopefully inspire people to really take action because it's an urgent matter, not only for ourselves, but for future generations as well.
All right. So, let's have my next question for you. Okay. If you could be anyone else besides yourself, who would it be?
Ang hirap. I never thought about that. Huh. Well, it's pretty nice to be me, I think. If I could be anybody else and it wasn't me. I think, I think, I think, I think two things. Because I want two things. Like one, I think I would just want to be like a simple girl living on an island, just, going fishing and then eating the fish and then washing your clothes. Alam mo yung like simpleng buhay lang talaga, probinsya, watering the plants and everything. But secondly, I would like to be an influential person. Maybe somebody like, what's her name? Emma something. Emma Watson. Because she's a celebrity. Not because she's a celebrity, I'm sorry. Not because she's a celebrity, but because she uses her big platform for better things. She has purposes and she makes speeches where she really stands strong for her passion. So, yun po, sir.
Okay, next question ko. What would you say to someone that says pageant degrades women?
I would ask them, have you ever tried joining a pageant? Ay, hindi talaga siya nakaka-degrade. It honestly boosts your confidence and it makes you look at yourself and makes you improve yourself. It makes you grow into a better person, even though sometimes there's negativity and even though sometimes there might be people objectifying you, it's not the case that you need to be affected by it. Like, diba, anything in this world happens to you, it's your choice how to take it and react to it. And, well, one thing you learn from pageantry is to not be affected by such things and just keep on growing.
All right. So I believe that you've experienced this, and as a candidate or as a beauty queen, and also as the national director. So my question for you is, how do you handle peer pressure?
Oof. Um, that's difficult because alam mo naman, they're your friends and you guys are close all the time. So sometimes you really kind of give in. But I mean, that's happened to me before.
Mm-mm.
But the thing is, you look back at the decision you made and you're like, that's not really what I wanted. That's not really what I wanted to bring to the table. That's not really how I wanted things to go. And you realize that you were just kind of brainwashed into it, diba? And from those past experience, I kind of learned that you really sometimes have to take a break. Like even though everybody's discussing everything, you just gotta step back, take a
Mm-mm.
step back and listen to yourself for a bit. Listen to your heart, listen to your mind, listen to your body. Try and figure out what you really want and what you're going to do about it. So that yun lang po, sir. Parang you can take action on it and you won't have any regrets.
All right. So ayan. So ano naman yung may advice mo? Alam naman natin na we are experiencing a long a long pandemic ano. So ano yung may advice mo to those who are experiencing anxieties and depressions dahil sa nangyayari sa mundong ito? Yun, may pandemic ganun.
I think that's a topic that's kind of close to my heart because I think my family is especially prone to anxiety and depression. Me, I'm more prone to anxiety, and my brother is more prone to parang both anxiety, depression. And I think the one thing you really need to do is stay in contact with people who love you and people who support you and people who will be there to guide you and to help you see the silver lining in everything. And you also need to look within yourself. I know it's so difficult when, your mind is going crazy and you just want to burst.
Hmm.
But you need to take a quiet moment and look within yourself, find your strength, and try to look at the world, try to look past all the negativity and see the positive that is there. Because the pandemic may have brought a lot of negative effects, but it also allows you to take the time to look at what you really value in life. So instead of being negative because of a negative situation, why not take the situation and make it positive?
Correct. Ayan. So dapat lagi kang optimistic, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Ayan. So maiwasan din natin yung anxiety and saka depression, of course. Makipag-usap lang tayo sa mga friends natin, saka relatives, 'di ba? Kung ano yun.
Opo.
And also dapat ilalabas natin yung para hindi masyadong mabigat sa ano sa dibdib, 'di ba?
Opo.
If
Actually, feel ko yun yung yun yung mistake ko nung first nag-start yung pandemic. Kasi sanay ako na mag-visit sa family ko like every month or every twice a month.
mm,
And then nung nag-pandemic, alam mo yung sanay ka na mag-visit sa kanila, so you don't really call them. So nung nag-pandemic, parang hindi ko din sila tinawagan kasi it's not in my habit. Tapos may mga araw, alam mo yung parang 3 days straight, nasa stress ako, tapos umiiyak ako na walang rason. Tapos hindi ko maintindihan bakit. Tinawagan ko nanay ko, tapos sabi niya, you know what? You just miss us. Tapos sabi ko, oo nga, no? Yung,
ang hirap ng sitwasyong gano'n, 'di ba? Yung as in nakakulong ka lang sa isang ano, sa
opo,
apat na sulok ng kwarto, 'di ba? Nakaka
opo.
as in nakakabaliw talaga siya. I also
Nakakabaliw talaga.
experienced that, I also experienced that anxiety, mga gano'n. So, what I do is that, dahil sa may cellphone naman, of course, and also my Wi-Fi, so I always watch, comedy movies, and then also yung mga love, about love, mga gano'n na movie. So, para kiligin naman, 'di ba? And mawala yung kahit pansamantala man lang mawala yung anxiety natin. So at least na-manage natin siya in a proper way, 'di ba? Hmm.
Opo. Para
Ganun
hindi
lang.
naman tayo ma-overload, di ba?
Yes. Ayun. So, next question ko para sa'yo. If you could have any superhuman power, what would it be?
Ha. I think if I had a superhuman power, I think it would be teleportation po. Ayoko talaga ng traffic and I hate like airplane rides. I hate land trip. I don't like boat trip either kasi sobrang dali ko ma-motion sickness. Sobrang dali. So, and then I just, if I want to see my family, teleport na ako doon. Tapos, may class na pala. Okay, teleport pabalik. Yung gano'n.
Correct. Maganda rin yun, 'di ba? Kasi lahat ng naisip mong lugar, mapupuntahan mo siya, 'di ba? Kaya pag
True.
sinabi mo,
Gusto
ay,
mong kumain ng di ba? Punta ka lang doon.
oo, 'di ba? Halimbawa, gusto kong pumunta ng Paris, dun sa Eiffel Tower, 'di ba? Uh, May in love ka lang
And
dun din.
then, and then bigla ka na lang mag-post sa Instagram mo, oh, just came back from Paris. Ay, sure.
Ang saya ng may ganong power, 'di ba? Ayan.
Opo.
So, my next question for you is, if I were a genie in a battle and could grant you 3 wish, ayan, ano yung wish na yon?
Okay, 3 wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think my first wish would be that we could achieve yung sustainable goals, the sustainable development goals. I think that was created by the UN because those goals include ending poverty, equal rights, environmental sustainability, and so much more. Yun, that we could achieve, like the world could achieve the sustainable development goals. And then my second wish is that I can eat anything I want and not get fat. Because as in, I love food so much. Bago tayo nag-live, I think kumain ako ng mga 3 turon. As in, sarap ng turon na may langka. Sobrang sarap niya. Opo. So that would be my second wish. And then I think my third wish is that everybody would just be a bit kinder to each other. Because, I mean, we can achieve all the goals we want, but it's still not going to be, the happiest world if there's still bullying, if there's still exploitation and things like that. So if we could just be a bit more humane and a bit kinder to everybody around us, that would be amazing.
All right. Okay, so next question. What question would you most like to know the answer to?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh my gosh. I never thought about that. That's a really good question. I would like to know the answer to that question, Char. Um, I think one question that I would really like to know the answer to, hmm, is how did the world, like, how did the universe, like, really begin? Like, was there something before the Big Bang, or
Mhm.
did God create the Big Bang, or did God create something before the Big Bang? See, I'm so curious about that book.
All right. So let's move on to our next part of our live session. So, ayun, itong
Okay.
part na to is hashtags round. And I believe that you have already what do you call this idea about kasi meron ditong portion sa sa Miss Philippines Earth before, 'di ba? Ayan. So
Oh, before.
this hashtags is pertaining to the environmental issues. Ayan. So, are you ready, dear?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so I have prepared 10 hashtags for you. So, okay.
May time limit ba?
Wala naman. You can what do you call this? You can have your opinions or reactions or violations with that hashtags, mga ganon. Ayun. Okay, so there you go. Ayan. So let's start na. Let's spin.
Okay, go.
All right. We have wildlife extinction.
Okay. Hashtag wildlife extinction. Wildlife extinction is actually a really sad thing. I think maybe decades ago or centuries ago, we never thought it was possible. But now we are seeing species die so quickly within years after one after the other, diba?
Mm-mm.
And it's really, really just a big after effect of what we are doing to our world, of the deforestation, and we are destroying the habitat, not only the marine life, but also the land animals. And so, besides the habitat destruction, we're also poaching them, and we're eating them, and we're selling their parts. So, what we need to do is have a greater respect for these animals, because they are living their lives, and they are sustaining the earth, and the earth is sustaining them, and in fact they are a role model to what we should be doing.
Correct. So just like what happened to the elephant in I think it was in Thailand, 'di ba? So
Mm-mm.
may kinain yata ay buntis yung yung elephant. So I think kinain yata yung pinya ba yun, yung buo? Ayun, which
Oo.
is ayun kawawa yung yung elephant na yun, 'di ba? Yung mga ganong
Tsaka yung
situation,
mga rhino, 'di ba, wala na
oo.
masyado.
Wala na nagkandawala na sila. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so let's have our next hashtag. Spin, please. All right, so let's have hashtag climate change.
Hashtag climate change. Climate change is something very apparent in our world, and especially in our country. It's the changing of the long-term changes that are happening in the seasons. So it is when you have like rainy seasons and hot seasons, and we have El Nino and things like that. And it's really just an after effect of our industries. We are so focused on economic booming and developing our cities and business mindset. We are
Mm-mm.
exploiting our world, we are exploiting the resources, and we are raising the temperature of our globe, and that's causing all of these catastrophic effects, like we have more hurricanes, we have more droughts, and the sea levels are rising, and that's very risky, especially the Philippines is an archipelago, diba? And so it's just, I think the first thing we need to embrace when we are trying to solve climate change is renewable energy sources. Although that seems like a scary thing to a lot of people, it's something that we need to work towards.
Correct. Okay, so let's have a next hashtag. Let's have hashtag self-discipline.
Self-discipline is actually something that's quite close to my heart because I work out a lot and of course I really look after my body. So self-discipline is a really necessary part of this kind of routine. And you can apply it to yourself in so many ways. You can apply it in your work, you can apply it in your exercise, and you can apply it in all the daily habits that you do. It's something that requires a lot of effort and willpower at first, but it's something that will help you grow to become a better person and to reach your goals.
Galing. Okay, so next. Let's have hashtag public health issues.
Public health issues are a major concern all over the world, especially as a medical student. I know a lot about public health issues, and I think it also carries over to the individual and government action. So government, of course, they need to implement systems that help us support our health. But on the individual level as well, just like in the previous hashtag, we need to have self-discipline. We need to take care of ourselves so that we are at a lower risk of disease, and we need to take care of ourselves and our surroundings so that we don't increase the risk of disease for our our family members, the people around us, and our whole communities. So it's both an effort on the authorities and an effort on the citizens to basically make a healthier community in a healthier community.
All right, so next hashtag tayo. Let's have hashtag pollution.
Pollution. Oh my gosh. That's part of my advocacy, plastic pollution. Okay. So actually there's a lot of forms of pollution. There's air pollution, water, land, and even noise pollution. And all forms of pollution are kind of a form of the human greed, the human want for excess. If we could simply live our lives being content with what we have, then wouldn't need to burn so many fossil fuels that pollute our air. Wouldn't need to use so much plastic that pollutes our waters. We wouldn't need to use so much tissues or so much whatever waste that pollutes our land. And we wouldn't have to make so much noise with our TVs and our lights that causes noise and light pollution for the wildlife. So our pollution is disturbing the world in every way you can think of. And it's something that we need to work on. And there's so many solutions, starting with the reduction of plastic and reusing things and recycling, the typical 5 R's. But it's also basically, it boils down to just having respect for our Mother Earth and rethinking what we do so that we can show that respect to our Mother Earth.
All right, thank you so much. So let's have another
Okay.
hashtag.
Okay. 5 left, right? Okay,
Yes,
5 left.
hashtag deforestation.
Hashtag deforestation. I think I mentioned it kanina as well. Deforestation is not is a twofold problem. I think it has two major negative effects. One is that we are having less trees, so these trees are supposed to absorb carbon dioxide and give us oxygen, give us fresh air while also reducing carbon dioxide, which is a heat trapping gas. So this contributes to global warming. And secondly, deforestation destroys the habitats of a lot of land animals, which causes the extinction of wildlife from maybe hundreds of thousands of animals of a certain species. When you deforest an area, that can shrink down to simply just hundreds to thousands. Can you imagine the difference in the population? So deforestation is a big problem, and a lot of the times it's simply because humans need more resources. We need more wood, we need more space, and we don't think about who or what we are taking this space from. Again, if we simply led simpler lives and learn to really respect the animals and nature, then this problem wouldn't be a problem.
Correct. Okay, so next na tayo. Let's have overpopulation.
I think this is a touchy topic, overpopulation, because we are talking about people's lives and their families. But honestly, it's a really big problem. From simply millions of people before we have jumped to billions and billions of people on this earth. And the way we use our resources and the way we live simply cannot be supported by our earth. We need to, um, I don't want to say sort of control the population in some way. We just need to have maybe family planning and better education so that we can control the population to some extent, of course, while respecting the people's desires for family life, so that we can better allocate resources. And that also means other environmentally friendly strategies in order to better allocate the resources for the population that is present.
Correct. So dapat talaga yung pinaka first step of course is the family planning, 'di ba? Ayun.
Mm-mm.
Lalo na yung sa mga nasa
Opo.
probinsya, 'di ba? They don't have what do you call this? Before nung mga 1990s, mga ganun, wala pa masyadong proper education with regards to alam na natin 'yun. So hindi sila aware. So sige lang ng sige kasi nga walang kuryente. So naging libangan na nila, 'di ba?
Opo.
Oo.
And
So
I think sometimes, I mean, it also becomes a personal problem, especially for girls, yung mga teenage pregnancies.
yes,
So it's not just, alam mo yun, it's not just ruining the environment or like contributing to environmental issues. It's also affecting personal lives.
correct. Okay, so let's move on to our next hashtag na. Yan. Ayan. So hashtag waste management.
Waste management, I think, is one of the biggest and most effective ways to manage our environmental impact. As in fact, I'm very proud of my municipality because we're starting the solid waste management strategies and we're trying to figure out what's the most effective way. And I think it needs to be modeled all throughout the Philippines because this is the major reason why we are polluting our waters, why we are polluting our lands, and even our air. And waste management does not only, proper waste management does not only improve our effect on ecosystems, but it can also improve our own health. Kasi alam mo naman ang lapit ng mga landfills, tapos pumupunta sa tubig natin, pumupunta sa pagkain natin, yung mga toxic chemicals and everything. So it's really important for our own health as well.
Correct. Lalong-lalo na sa mga 'di ba, dito sa cities, talamak yung yung mga nauso yung mga manufacturing company, ayun. So, they should have talaga the proper waste management.
Opo.
Oo, kasi
Opo,
minsan 'di ba
sanitation talaga.
oo, yun yung mga waste nila minsan napupunta na sa direkta dun sa ilog. something like that.
Opo.
Ganun. So,
Tsaka
dapat,
yung sinabi niyo po kanina, yung like pag mag
Tapos bumabalik yung, sorry. Okay lang?
mm,
Hindi nawala yung audio ko?
yeah, yes. Ano, medyo nawala siya.
Ah, wait.
Nawala. Humina. Ayan. So, we are having a technical problem with Louise Theunis. So, ayun.
Hello
Hello,
po?
dear. Medyo lumiit lang yung boses
Wait lang
mo.
po ha. I'll leave and then I'll come back. I can't hear
Sige,
you.
sige. Push.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so pansamantala muna nating titigil yung discussion natin, and also ayun, so let's have greet ko muna kayo guys. So thank you guys for tuning in, and ayun, so let's have watching Richie Samson Hodges. Ayan. Thank you so much for tuning in. And also later on yung mga questions nyo, ifa-flash ko din ito para ma-recognize ni Miss Theunis. Ayan. So while waiting, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram account, Pageant Trend, and also here at Facebook page. Hello, dear. Ayan.
Sorry, my mom called me, so parang naputol yung audio.
Okay, so ayun nga, ulitin mo ulit ang sasabihin mo kanina.
Yeah. Like yung sinasabi niyo po pag nagfa-flood and then the waste comes back. I mean, that's really a health hazard, di ba?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so let's move on to our next hashtag. Ayan, hashtag biodiversity.
Biodiversity is a beautiful thing, and it's especially a big thing in the Philippines. We have so many species and some aren't even discovered yet. Some are still being discovered. So it's a beautiful thing, especially when you start diving or when you visit the forest. It's so wonderful to see talaga. And when you see these things, you kind of realize how much you need to take care of the environment so that you can allow these animals, these biodiverse species, to thrive and live in peace, live the lives they should.
Correct. Okay, so next hashtag tayo. Ayan, so hold on kasi naka-live tayo. Ayan, so let's spin.
Ay, mag-spin pa ba? Last naman.
Spin lang natin, di ba? Ayan, hashtag global warming. Siya yung nanalo.
Char. Uy, kulay red, di ba? Yun yung earth color ko. Fire
Oo.
red.
Naku, may meaning ito. At saka naka-ano ko, di ba?
Oh, di ba? Tsaka yung headset mo, partner pa.
True.
Siguro, tinerno mo ba?
Actually, hindi ko ina-expect na ganun.
Okay. So, global warming. Global warming is an after effect of climate change, which is basically the raising of the temperatures globally. I think in the past century, the global temperature has risen by like 1 degree or 2 degrees Fahrenheit. And maybe you think this is a small number, but it's no joke. You can experience the heat waves, you can experience the droughts and the hurricanes. The sea levels are rising, the ice caps are melting. There are so many scary things happening as a consequence of global warming. And that is just attesting to the fact that we are not taking care of the world, especially with the greenhouse gases that are trapping the heat in the earth. Because, syempre, global warming is the greenhouse effect is kind of normal. But because of the rate at which we are producing greenhouses through the businesses, through the livestock, the industries, it's too much. And the heat is being kept into the earth. It's affecting ecosystems, it's affecting the climate, and it's affecting us. So I think it's a really urgent wake up call for us to do something about it.
Correct. Just like what happened to the Amazon, what do you call this
Oo,
river? Ganun,
oo.
oo. Tapos yung sa Australia din, 'di ba?
Oo,
So,
yung sa Australia talaga yung nakakagulat, yung big
oo.
fires, as in yung forest fires, my God.
Oo, yun nakakaano talaga, ano, parang ang sakit sa dibdib 'pag napapanood mo yung mga ganong ano, pangyayari. Lalo na napag-uusapan natin yung ano, yung sa nature and also sa mga wildlife, 'di ba?
Opo.
Hmm. So, ayan. So, that's end our hashtag, ayun, ano, hashtag round. So, let's move on now to our, ayun no, reading muna tayo sa comments and also questions from our viewer. Kasi kanina pa sila naghihintay. So, guys, please stay tuned and ito na yung ano nyo, yung hinihintay yung ano, part. Okay, so let's have question from our viewer to Luis Bourbon. If you have a son, would you encourage him to pursue boxing even if his dream is to become a world champion? Thank you.
Thank you for that question. That's a really interesting question, actually. And my answer would be yes, I would encourage him because I have friends who they have their passion and their parents didn't allow them to pursue it. Like I have a friend who was passionate about arts, but she was in the same course as me. She was studying pharmacy, and in the end, pinapursue niya yung arts. Ngayon nagbe-business siya. She's painting murals, she's selling her paintings. And I think that's the thing, man. You can work your whole life, but if you're not working with something you're passionate about, you're not going to be happy. And I'm so proud actually of my friend for continuing to arts because she went with her heart and she followed something that would make her happy talaga. And so I would just want my son to be happy. And if boxing is the thing for him, medyo nakakatakot. I mean, like, maybe he'll get, like, knocked unconscious or, like, I don't know what's gonna happen, brain damage. But still, syempre, isa-support ko siya.
Correct. So dapat kailangan talaga ng support ng ano ng family pagdating sa mga dreams ng ating let us say mga anak, 'di ba? And also sa mga kapatid. Okay, so next comments from our viewer. From Ferdinand Duran Gamorot. You are performing very well. Good luck.
That's actually my uncle. Thank you, Uncle
Wow.
Ferdy.
Thank you so much for watching. And let's have another question. Ito naman. Same person from Louise Bourbon. Hi, Queen. I have a question. If you have a daughter, would you encourage her to pursue pageantry when she grows up? Thank you.
Hi, Louise. Same
Mm.
pangalan. Actually, she's been watching my lives, and I'm very glad for Louise's support. I really thank you so much. So I think it's the same concept as the previous question about the son pursuing boxing. If she is into pageantry and that's what she wants to do, then I would definitely support her in that. I would maybe introduce her to the pageantry industry and just, have her try it at least once. Kasi ako nga, I wouldn't have tried it at all if like somebody didn't say, okay, try mo magsali. Parang, pinush ako ng konti para magsali. Then I wouldn't have tried it. So I do want her to try it, and if she likes it, then push.
And of course, probably you will be the trainer, diba?
Oo,
Diba?
training kami.
No,
Mag-duck
oo,
walk kami sa bahay.
correct. So no need not to hire some coaches, diba? Ayan. So let's have comments from our viewer. Ay, Sister Elroy is watching. Ayan. Go, 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 Luis.
Thank you, sir.
And ayun. Hello, Luis and Pageant Trend. Hi, sir. Thank you for watching. And also we have from Daryl Rojas sending love, love, love. Okay, so let's have our last part ng ating live session, which is the fast talks. Ayan.
Let's go. Oh,
Ayan, I have prepared some difficult questions for you. Pinakamahirap na to. Are you excited?
sabi niyo mahirap eh. Hindi na ako
Char,
excited.
char lang. Ayan.
Sige,
Okay.
go.
Let's have our first question. What would you name your boat if you had one?
Ha. I think I would name it because I just saw this name recently. I would name it Inday Nemo.
Wow. Anong ibig
That's
sabihin nun?
Carrascal. That's meaning nun, ewan ko sa'yo.
Okay. Okay, so that's a unique name, di ba? Okay, next. Okay, let's have this. What will finally break the internet?
I think it would be. That's a difficult question. What if two cats
Mm-mm.
like nose to nose? Ganun lang.
Okay.
Mahilig kasi ako sa mga cat video. So,
Oh,
ang cute nila eh.
ang sweet din ng mga cats, 'di ba? Wala silang
Opo.
reklamo pag kumbaga inuutosan mo sila or dinadirect. So wala silang reklamo. Kung let us say stay put there. Hanggang dyan lang
Andyan
sila,
lang
hindi
sila.
gagalaw, 'di ba? Parang mga stuffed toys, 'di ba? Pag nilagay mo sila sa isang pag gumalaw ka, palo, mga ganun. Masunurin sila. Okay, so next question for you. What's the most useless talent you have?
Ha.
Yung nakakatawa. Yung
Wait lang. Iniisip ko talaga eh. Kasi wala akong masyadong talent. I think it would be... Hoy, wala akong talent. Yun yung problema.
Okay, so let's move on na sa next question.
Go.
Okay, which fictional character would be the most boring to meet in real life?
I think it would be kilala niyo po ba si Raven
Hindi
from...
ko,
Ay, sige, iba natin.
Sige lang. Baka for the benefits of our viewer.
Si Raven kasi from Teen Titans, she's very sarcastic and she's very, alam mo yung parang sumasakot ng one-liner talaga.
Okay, so next question. What is the best and worst purchases you've ever made?
I think yung worst purchase ko was actually just quite recently. Bumili ako ng biker shorts, like online. So, kailangan ko ng black shorts. Tapos, as in, akala ko, size small. Pero, as in, hindi siya kakasya past my knees. Alam mo yung parang sabi ko, paano ko to susuotin na shorts? Parang ewan talaga. And I think the best purchase I made is actually these earphones. Because they're only like 600. Tapos, ang ganda nila. Tapos first time ko bumili ng Bluetooth na earphones.
Wow. Anong niyan? Anong brand niyan?
KZD. Shopee lang.
Inshallah. Okay, so next question tayo. Let's have this. What's the worst? Ay, wag na lang to kasi baka may maka-apekto. Okay, ito na lang. What's the craziest thing one of your teachers has done?
Oh my God.
No need to mention
to?
na lang. No need to mention na lang kung sino yun. Basta ano.
Ano to? Physical abuse? Hindi kasi, I mean, hindi, yung classmate ko, hindi niya talaga masagot yung tanong. Tapos this was math class. Tapos dapat sagutin niya sa board. Tapos hindi niya talaga masagot. At tapos, alam mo yung ginawa is, she pulled his ear, pero she pulled his ear like that, tapos tinulak yung ulo niya sa chalkboard, tapos ginanon siya sa chalkboard. Alam mo yung parang in-erase yung ano, yung chalk.
Oo, ganun talaga minsan, nangyayari yan,
Yung dati, no?
during high school days and also elementary
Opo.
days, 'di ba?
Grade school yun sa akin eh.
Naranasan din ng classmate ko, hindi ako ha. Ano lang, ano ba tawag doon? Kasi yung mga classmate ko maiingay that time. So ang nangyari yung class na namin yon. So well known talaga siya na terror teacher. Kaya ayun, ang ginawa ng classmate ko wala, hindi siya takot. So nag-ingay siya na nag-ingay, and then nung napansin siya ng teacher namin, ayun, binato ng eraser. Ayun, so nakakaano yung ganong pero although I understand teachers kasi it's part of their discipline sa kanilang mga 'di ba? So ayun, yung pinaka the most ko lang memorable na yung mismong nakita ko in my two naked eye talaga, na-witness ko yun, di ba? As in lumipad yung eraser. Kamuntikan pa ako magtamaan nun. Kaya tahimik agad kami, di ba?
Siyempre naman.
Oo. Okay, so next question tayo. What's the most interesting thing you've read or seen this week?
This week. May nabasa ako na scientists are actually finding microbes, like mga bacteria na pwedeng kumain ng plastic. So parang they're finding a way to para ma-decompose ang plastic gamit ang bacteria. Amazing.
Okay. Next question. What ridiculous thing has someone tricked you into doing or believing? Alam ko karamihan nangyayari to sa mga natin, grade nung mga elementary days and high school days, 'di ba?
I think actually it wasn't really tricked into believing, pero parang I learned my lesson not to by my brother, because I logged in my Facebook account on the computer. So doon ako ng Facebook and everything. Tapos pag alis ko, and then siguro that afternoon, parang inopen ko yung Facebook ko sa laptop ko, my own laptop. Tapos sabi ko, ba't ang daming comment? Ba't ang daming note? Tapos nakita ko po na kilala niyo ba si Nicolas Cage? Oo, ginawang profile pic ko, ginawang cover pic ko, nag-post pa yung kuya ko, lahat photo ni Nicolas Cage as in. Tapos nag-post pa siya ng extra, sabi niya, Louise, this time you learn not to leave your Facebook logged in anywhere. Yun talaga. So it never happened again.
Ayun, ganun talaga pag
mga brothers bullying.
Bullying. One of the pinaka unang bully talaga yung mga kapatid natin, 'di ba?
Oo.
Okay, so let's have tapos na yung ating funny fast talks, and let's move on to would you rather. Ayan.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so first question. Would you rather be a high school teacher or a clown?
High school teacher.
Okay. Next. Would you rather be forced to dance all day, every day until you get a perfect score on Dancing with the Stars, or be forced to eat mashed potatoes until you get the perfect score on Beat the Chefs?
I think I would want to dance every day.
Okay, next question tayo. Would you rather have to use chopsticks every day for the rest of your life or use a fork?
Chopsticks.
Okay, so next. Would you rather have to write everything you say out by hand or only be able to speak in rhymes?
Write out na lang.
Okay, next. Would you rather take care of the beast from the Beauty and the Beast for the rest of your life, or have Gaston as your boyfriend?
Um, I think I'd rather take care of the beast. Kasi parang maging ano ko na, pet ko na siya.
Okay, next question. Would you rather wear constantly changing outfit or constantly changing hairstyle?
I think I'd go with outfits.
Okay, next. Would you rather be famous on the internet or in real life?
In real life. Sure.
Okay, next. Would you rather have a pet tiger or a pet lion?
Tiger. Mas gusto ko yung tiger.
Okay, next. Would you rather have to always wear heavy boots or have to never be able to wear shoes?
Ang hirap. Ha. I think never be able to wear shoes na lang. Kasi
Okay,
kung heavy boots, baka hindi ka makatakbo.
correct. Okay, next. Would you rather date your best friend or someone you don't know?
Best friend!
Correct. Kasi nakakatakot din pag makipag-date ka na hindi mo naman kilala, di ba?
Oo naman, di ba? Malay mo, may criminal record yan.
Correct. And siguro depende na yun kung let us say yung taong yun desperate to mingle strangers, 'di ba? Depende sa ano na yun, depende na yun sa tao. Pero much better na best friend mo lang talaga kasi kilala mo, 'di ba?
Oo, at least magka-vibes kayo.
And also for safety purposes, 'di ba?
True.
Okay, next. Would you rather go a year with no eyelashes or go a year with no eyebrows?
Oh my God! I think with no eyelashes na lang kasi parang ang laki ng forehead ko siguro pag wala akong eyebrows.
So kapag ganon, walang eyebrows, ayun, maalas ka, mabubuli ka as Mona Lisa, di ba?
Oo.
Real Mona Lisa. Lalo na sa mga friendship mo, di ba? One of the pinaka talaga na bully yung mga friends mo. Okay, so
True.
next questions we have. Would you rather be smacked in the face with a fish or farted on?
Smacked in the face with a fish.
Okay, next. Let's have this. Would you rather be in an elevator full of noisy high school students or an elevator full of judgmental middle-aged men?
I think noisy high school students kasi medyo nakakatakot yung ako lang tapos lahat men. At least walang pakialam sa akin yung high school students.
Correct. Mag-asaran sila at saka mag-alaskahan sila, 'di ba? Okay, next. Would you rather have to eat only broccoli for the rest of your life or be forced to watch an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians every day?
I think I choose keeping up with the Kardashians every day kasi at least, you know, matatawa ka din sa kanila paminsan. Or ma-inspire sa outfits, di ba?
Correct. Okay, next. Would you rather be a chicken for one day or a cow for one day?
Cow. I want to be a cow.
Okay, next. Would you rather have no body hair or no head hair?
Uy, no body hair, syempre.
Okay, next. Would you rather be able to time travel within a certain range or be able to freeze time?
Freeze time. Freeze time, definitely. Freeze time, tapos ang dami mong pwedeng gawin, di ba?
Correct. Next, would you rather only get to work in a helicopter or only get to work on a horse?
Horse. At least ma-enjoy ako sa horse.
Okay. Would you rather have a slow car or a fast bike?
Fast bike, definitely.
Okay. Would you rather only be able to communicate with animals or only be able to communicate people from another country?
I think, oh, that's difficult. I think I'd choose animals.
Hmm,
I think they have really interesting lives.
correct. At malalaman mo rin kung ano yung mga hinanaing nila, 'di ba?
Mm,
Pagdating sa um environment and condition, 'di ba?
diba?
Correct. Okay. Next. Would you rather have to make a minute speech in front of 10,000 people or have to kiss a frog?
Yung speech na lang, mahilig na lang ako mag-usap.
Okay. Next. Would you rather give up social media or eat the same dinner for the rest of your life?
Hmm. I think I'd give up social media. I love food more than anything.
Okay. If you were a man for a day, what would be the first thing you will do?
Ha. If I was a man for a day, oh, ang hirap niyan. Wait lang. I think the first thing I would do is go to alam mo yung mga alam mo yung mga ano tawag dito?
Ano?
Ano tawag diyan? Yung ito na lang. The first thing I would do is go to the man's bathroom and
Mhm.
try to pee. Because alam mo yung nakatayo ka, tapos
Oo.
umiihi ka. Parang hindi ko pa yan na-experience.
Okay, so let's move on to our next fast talk. This or that naman tayo. Okay.
Okay, go.
Heels or flats?
Flats.
Skirts or pants?
Pants.
Neutrals or colors?
Neutrals.
Simple jewelry or statement jewelry?
Simple.
Sneakers or sandals?
Sneakers.
Sweatpants or leggings?
Leggings.
Overdressed or underdressed?
Underdress.
Leather jacket or jean jacket?
Jean jacket.
Gold jewelry or silver jewelry?
Gold.
Full coverage or natural?
Natural.
Correct. And foundation or BB cream?
BB cream.
Bright colors or neutrals?
Neutrals.
Liquid liner or pencil liner?
Liquid.
Blush or bronzer?
Blush.
Lipstick or lip gloss?
Lip gloss.
Makeup brush or makeup sponge?
Makeup brush.
Shimmers or mattes?
Shimmer.
Okay. Eggnog or hot cocoa?
Eggnog. Eggnog. Sarap.
Real tree, real tree or fake tree?
Real tree. Siyempre.
Correct. Gingerbread or sugar cookie?
Gingerbread. Gingerbread.
Classic candy canes or rainbow candy canes?
Classic.
Okay. Mariah Carey or Michael Bublé?
Michael Bublé.
Next, White Christmas or Tropical Christmas?
Tropical.
Pizza or pasta?
Pasta. Pasta talaga.
Cupcakes or cookies?
Cookies.
Ice cream or froyo?
Froyo.
Okay. Mexican food or Chinese food?
Mexican. Yes.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Coke
Belgian
or
waffles.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pwedeng Sprite.
Okay, next. Savory or sweet?
Sweet.
Nutella or peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner.
Road trip or flying?
Road trip.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Hotel or Airbnb?
Di ba ako nakatry ng Airbnb? So, Airbnb.
Correct. Mura lang yun, yung Airbnb.
Oh. Like,
Ayan. Fancy restaurant or local food spots?
local foods.
Relaxing or exploring?
Exploring.
Countryside or city?
Countryside. Countryside.
Have a plan or go with the flow?
Have a plan.
Okay, last ano na tayo, this and that. Okay. Friends or How I Met Your Mother?
Oh, mahirap yan. I think I would go with How I Met Your Mother.
Okay. The Flash or Supergirl?
The Flash.
Okay, next. We have long walks in the sun or bicycle rides by the sea?
Bicycle rides by the sea.
Carousel rides or roller coaster rides?
Roller coaster.
Ayun ako, takot ako dyan sa roller coaster. Ayoko nang balibaliktad.
Ay, talaga. Yung carousel kasi boring kasi ang bagal.
Oo, isang ano lang, no, isang direction lang siya. No? Ayun. So, next, popcorn and film night or dinner and dancing?
Wala, hirap. Pero I think popcorn and films.
Okay. Surprises or something to look forward to?
Something to look forward to.
Okay, so that's last question for you. Who is Louise Theunis?
Cha! I think right now, Louise Theunis is your next Miss Philippines Earth. Cha! Claiming it!
Claiming it. Let's claim. Ayan. Thank you so much, dear, for your time. And I know that
Sir Jay.
you've
That
been
was
busy.
so fun.
Correct. I know that you've been busy with preparing for this upcoming Miss Philippines Earth 2021. Ayan. And of course, I can feel the pressure kasi nga 'di ba, ano lang siya so virtual pageant. So there's a lot of you know, yung mga ano tawag doon? Yung mga
deadlines.
Deadlines or a lot of deadlines pag submit ng mga videos and also photos. Ayan. Photo shoots. So masyadong I think masyadong mas magastos yung yung mga ganun, 'di ba? Kaysa sa personal talaga na pageant. So I know that it is worth for you, 'di ba? Okay, so promote mo na yung self mo, dear, and your social media and also sa online voting ng Miss Philippines Earth sa Miss Philippines Earth application. Ayan.
So I'm Louise, and I'm representing Carrascal, Surigao del Sur in this Miss Philippines Earth 2021 edition. I would like to invite you all to follow me on my social media platforms. So that's on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm just Louise Theunis. Medyo mahirap yung last name ko. So Theunis, the Eunice, ganon. And then on Instagram, it's @onlylouise. You can follow me there also. Para, you can stay updated with what's going on in the pageant and what's going on in my life. Kita nyo yung mga stories ko. And then there's also the Ecosystem app, which you can download on Android or on Apple. And that way you can also stay notified of the pageant events. And you can also vote for me on this platform. So my general voting, pero may voting din per segment. So just download the app and go look for Carrascal on the app so that you can vote for me. And I would also like to take this opportunity, Sir Jay, to thank you, to thank Pageant Trend for inviting me for this live interview tonight. I really had a lot of fun, and I always love being interviewed because I'm always kind of scared that alam mo yung ang short ng exposure namin sa Miss Philippines Earth kasi
Aba.
ang daming candidates. So I'm just afraid that they don't see me for who I really am, and they don't see that I'm really passionate and really authentic about my purpose for joining this pageant. So these interviews really give me a chance to share more with the audience and hopefully get me further in this pageant. So thank you, Sir Jay, and thank you, of course, to everybody who's supporting me, to everybody who commented today, and to the team behind my Miss Philippines Earth work. Thank you.
Ayan. So calling to our followers na so let's support Louise Theunis on her pageant journey of Miss Philippines Earth 2021. Ayan. So download na kayo ng application ecosystem. So free lang po ito. Free yung pag-download, and of course, free din yung pag-vote sa Miss Philippines Earth candidate. And don't forget to look Louise Theunis dun sa ecosystem app. Yan. Vote, vote, vote na tayo, guys. And of course, abangan natin yung mga pasabog, more pasabog ni Louise Theunis sa upcoming Miss Philippines Earth 2021 Pageant Night. Ayan, sa July 25 na po yan. And it's a virtual pageant. Ayan, so makakapanood kayo. Anong oras ba ito mapapanood, Miss Louise? Wala pang idea, no? So, wala pa pong announcement ang Miss Philippines Earth 2021 or Miss Philippines Art Organization kung anong oras ipapalabas. So let's wait for their announcement. And also before we end our live session, if you are new to our channel, please subscribe Pageant Trend sa YouTube, and also follow us on our Instagram, and also meron din kaming TikTok account. Ayan, at Pageant Trend Official, diba? And also here at Facebook page, ayan, follow nyo din kami for more updates about pageants like Miss Philippines Earth and so many on and so forth. Ayan. So, ayan, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope na may natutunan kayo sa mga shinare na experience ni Miss Louise Theunis. Ayan. Okay, thank you so much, dear. And also, I would like to thank the Carrascal Productions, and also Miss Philippines Art Organization through Miss Mylene. Ayan, so Miss Mylene, thank you so much for allowing us to conduct an interviews with the Miss Philippines Art candidate. Thank you so much po. Ayan. And have a nice evening, guys. So until hanggang dito na lang yung namin, live session. Thank you so much. And don't forget vote Louise Theunis of Carrascal, Surigao del Sur. Ayan. Diba? Ganda-ganda ni Louise. So, hindi nyo siya iboboto. Vote na, guys. Diba? Okay. Do you have any last message to your fans and supporters, Louise? Ayan. Ano masasabi?
Wala naman. I don't know. There's just like, I don't know how much more I can say thank you. I don't know, different ways to say thank you. It's just, I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support. You guys are really helping push me through this pageant.
And I believe that you are so blessed to have many supporters, especially sa lugar nyo, diba? Okay. And also to your family and friends. Yan. Okay. So thank you, dear, for your time, and good luck and keep it up, and congratulations in advance, dear. Ayan. So we are looking forward na mapasali ka sa top 5. Diba? Yeah. And also to be crowned as the new Miss Philippines Earth 2021. Ayan. Okay. So yeah. So push hard, laban, diba? Okay. Thank you so much, dear. So
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and magkita-kita tayo ulit sa next interviews ko. So I guess one day lang yung pahinga ko muna, and then next ulit. So from other pageants naman, di ba? Thank you so much, guys, for supporting Pageant Trend, and also supporting Louise Theunis. Ayan, nagpapasalamat na ako sa inyo in advance, to all my followers. And please do vote Louise Theunis sa ecosystem app. Ayan. Thank you, dear, and good luck. Bye, guys!